What is up, Total Excellence? Dudes, I felt nostalgic this whole entire week. I got my good old friend Jack here with his sidekick Daxter, but Daxter refuses to, acknowledge that he's a sidekick. He believes he's the hero, especially since he did the commentary of all three series of the Jack and Daxter. I even got my PlayStation shirt just to fit the whole theme, dudes. Just to fit the whole theme. We got Nicholas Mueller in the house. Oh man, Jack and Daxter bringing back memories. I only got into the first and one and kind of lost interest in the follow-ups. Yeah, no, dude. Funny story behind that. So they had a focus group, and they had kids when they were working on the sequel, and they had 8-year-olds within this focus group. Okay, these are 8-year-olds. They tested the second game, and they're like, yeah, the game is pretty good and stuff, but it's something that's good for my little brother. And Jason Rubin, who's the co-founder of Naughty Dog, is like, what, little brother? You're 8. What games are you playing that you're playing now? And it was GTA 3. Literally, Grand Theft Auto literally changed the whole atmosphere of the games, and pretty much made a huge turnaround within the sequel series after that. So that's why it's not the platformer that we used to know. The Cavalry Collective, let's go, baby! We're gonna go right now, dudes. So we're gonna be coloring Jack from the Jack and Daxter series. The first game I really like. I'm telling you, dudes, really made me fall in love with video games, especially the PlayStation console. I never, ever changed, ever. The first ever console, I'll tell you, was Nintendo 64, and my games of library was pretty sad. I wasn't really into video games, but man, Jack and Daxter, dude, that game literally changed my whole life. Period. But enough of my talking. You guys are here to watch me color this beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. So I'm gonna disappear in 3, 2, 1. Poof. All right, dudes. So, all right. Let me go and close my door really quick, dudes. Be back. Alright guys, I am back. So, I'm going to go now and start coloring Jack. Same rules apply to anything, dudes. We're going to color within flats. So Jack is a little bit... Let's try this color here. Not bad. Yeah, keep in mind, dudes, these are... Well, these were done with blue pencil, but with the tricks that I do to make sure I get the line art, it turned everything, black and kept all the gradients, so which is good. It's really good, gives it more pop to the piece. Let me turn off the line art really quick and just color the stuff that I know with Jack, he's a little bit darker. He's not really white per se. So maybe if we can just tone the colors down. Huh, that's weird. We can just put it down a bit. Just give him more darker hues. Oh, how funny. I missed his hand. But yeah, but the Jack and Daxter series, yeah, literally that was the reason why the series, like the sequel series, had a huge turn. So it's because of Grand Theft Auto 3. So you can thank Grand Theft Auto for changing literally Jack and Daxter. Honestly, they were debating whether to even continue the Jack and Daxter series because of Grand Theft Auto, because they thought of another IP that they can do their own version of Grand Theft Auto, but let me see. Let me check on the chat. We got Jetfire in the house. Hello there. Ah, Jack and Daxter. Good times. Yeah, man. Jack and Daxter, literally my all-time favorite game. There is no doubt about that. So, we'll just color him this color here. So how are you dudes' week been so far? Because my week has been excellent, as always. It's been busy with doing covers, and right now I'm going to be doing some stuff with Peter A. DeLuca, aka Pad. If you have not already, follow him on socials. Just keep an eye out, because I'm going to be doing some really cool stuff for his project for Trial by Fire. So keep your eyes peeled, dudes, and I'll let you know what it is up. Alright, let me just get all that here. Oh, let me color his nail. You know, so now I'm technically like, I don't know. Let's try this color here, because I want to make it like at least accurate, close to accuracy than how the game is. Oh god, that's too dark. Now Jack looks like he's dead than alive, honestly. Let me see. I swear, dudes, if I spend my whole stream just figuring out the skin tone, then, you know, I'm not doing us a good service. Let me see. Because I really want to capture his skin tone. I think I got it. I think I got the skin tone from my default standard color. Literally, this is from Clip Studio's standard coloring. We're getting close. We're honestly getting close, but not quite yet. Let me turn off. I think the problem is due to the gradients from the blue pencils. It's like I'm kind of fighting with the pencils. So we're gonna do that. I think we got it. Sorry, dudes. I'm a colorist extraordinaire, so I'm just trying to keep it nice and accurate. Yeah, I think I got it. I think I'm somewhat. God, I can't believe I'm having such a hard time just coloring literally just only the skin. Let's try this. I'll just I think we'll just play around with this for now. Oh god. It's not what I wanted. At least what's good is that in the concept art, it's just more flat colors. Because remember, dudes, this is like back then in the 90s. Because when they started doing production for Jack and Daxter, is when they finished doing production for Crash Team Racing. And you know, for you guys, you know, if you guys play Crash Team Racing, which I got to play much later on, once I got my PS1. I'm talking about like my early 20s, so I got really into like video games and stuff, and I got PS1. I got a good buddy. I got a good buddy that hooked me up with all of his PS1 games. He just gave them to me, and I'm like, oh shoot, all right, thanks. So ever since then, man, I had so much fun playing with those games. And yeah, the production for those devs, man, their time for making that game was literally 6 months and 2 weeks, I believe. Because they want to hit the Christmas season once they got the game. So imagine, man, just literally on crunch mode with a tight schedule within 6 months making the Jack and Daxter, the freaking Crash game. And they were still contracted under Universal Studios, making 3 games, but I think that they liked them so much that They ended up just keeping them just for one more game project. So, do that. So after the 6 months of development hell, they got it done within that tight schedule. And after they're done developing Crash Team Racing, their thought process was okay. Like they want to make a game where there's no load times. That was literally the goal. Which is funny enough, that's the name of their code as well. That Andy Gavin, who was the co-founder of Naughty Dog Studios, and he also is the lead programmer at the time. He created his own code called literally their own code was called Goal. It's an abbreviation. I wish I remember it by heart, which is super cool. But yeah, so they start development. I believe it was 98 when they. I believe it was either 98. Okay, so Jak and Daxter came out in 2001. I believe it was a 3-year, which is pretty great. Literally, I believe it was a 3-year development when they developed Jak and Daxter, and I think the budget was $20 million, if I recall, because I watched an interview called Devs Play from Double Fine Production, and Jason Rubin didn't really played it. He didn't really play the game because he's like, I believe at that time he was 45. So by then, yeah, he was 45 years old at the time. I think it was 2013 or 2015, around that time, around that year. Yeah, he could not remember the controls, but yeah, so you remember like that budget was 20 mil for that game, and it was twice as much compared to that for Crash Bandicoot, which was 2 mil. No, actually, the first game for Crash Bandicoot was 2 million and 1,000. So $20 million game budget, which I don't even know. I don't know how much would it cost now in today's standards, but that's a lot of money back in the early 2000s. At least for actually in the 90s, because they were around the 90s. So their goal was pretty much, and the same thing too. They wanted to release it to the around the Christmas time. Jak and Daxter released, I believe, in November of 2001, and like literally like they had their artists really just actually it's everyone in the team in the Naughty Dog. Everyone in the team got to conceptualize artists. Anyone, period, get to conceptualize what the world for the Jak and Daxter would be. Later on down the line, I will share the design Bible of the Jak and Daxter down in the links, because I've been watching literally YouTube is giving me like a crap ton of recommendations from the Jak and Daxter series. Like literally within 20 years is recently, I believe either this year or last year, they found there's people literally that would debug the game just to find like any secrets or any levels that did not make it in the game. There's a fun character to play as in the PlayStation All-Stars. Yeah, dude. Man, I had a lot of fun playing Jak, bro. When I was able, I don't know if he was an unlockable character, but I was so happy to play Jak. That was literally the first character I played when I played All-Stars. It's like, I don't know, it was honestly boring. It was boring to play by yourself, but when you have friends to play with, that's when it gets a lot of fun. But yeah, it was kind of a boring game to play by yourself, and I was kind of confused too with the whole point, the the point system, I believe is what it's called, because even the point system was kind of confusing. Going to Disney tomorrow, of course, Jeff Fire. Why am I not surprised? You always go to freaking Disney, man. At this point, Disney should sponsor me. Bro, at this point, you might as well live there in Cinderella's castle. You always go to freaking Disney, bro. We got Neostar Productions, the brilliant star that shines through the night. The trump card in the deck of justice. Riser Man stands before you. Oh, hey, classic Jack. Yeah, man. But wait, where's Daxter? Yeah, I couldn't have, I got it from the artist Bob, God, I wish I did not butcher his name. Bob Rafei. I got into his website and got the concept art from him. So, unfortunately, there was no concept of him and Jack together. Ichthus dropping those game facts. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, dude, this is going to be a fun stream, man. I'm going to drop some facts with you dudes. And the funny thing, too, man, I mean, ever since, they're done with Crash, they talked to Sony, and they're basically now exclusive to Sony now because of, their traction with, their traction just doing games and stuff. I mean, literally, dudes, is like, if these dudes were able to freaking get a game done under 6 months, to hit the Christmas season, oh my god, man. You better reward those dudes, because holy crap, dudes, that was insane. I don't even know. I think their team was I think it was 12 people? 12 or 14 is my rough estimate, but I'm pretty sure it was 12 people working at Naughty Dog at that time. And freaking working at that small time frame, holy crap, dude. Holy crap. Dude, that's insane. So, dudes, it's bam. Bob Rafei, I believe is his name. So he was he's literally Bob Rafei was literally the concept artist literally since day one of Naughty Dog. When they signed with Universal. Yeah, Universal, when they used to make games. And what's great about Universal is they gave Jason Rubin and Andy Gavin, the founders of Naughty Dog, they gave them a housing deal. So they literally moved from, I don't know where they live, but down to California, I believe. Yeah, down to California. And, they got their own studio and stuff. They got some employees. I remember, and I believe the 30th, I think the 15-year anniversary for Jak and Daxter, Bob Rafei looked at, the newspaper of finding talent and stuff. And he thought it was some kind of porn studio or something because of the name Naughty Dog. I died laughing when he said that. I'm like, holy crap, man. So, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm dropping you guys some fun facts of this game. So, yeah, man. So, what else? So, yeah, there was this lost audio, because there's literally a YouTube channel dedicated to these. I wish I remember this one channel, but there's this channel where this dude literally discovered a lost audio, a lost scene per se, either a lost scene or maybe a scene that's been scrapped when they were in production for this game. And it was a scene with Gal and Maya from Misty Island, and he was able to get the scene, but another person from the Jak and Daxter community, they were able to debug it, and they weren't able to get the models, but he was able to get the audio clip of the scene. So they got it from that guy. I believe it was Lighthouse something. So that channel is literally dedicated to like debugging Jack and Daxter games, and literally the audio was, Gall and Maya looking over, and in theory they believe, which I think it's true as well. In theory, you were supposed to have this scene when you left Misty Island, and Gall and Maya, would talk amongst each other of, since they know that, you're here to, like, stop them in a way, but really, they just want to find a cure for Daxter. And, yeah, find a cure for Daxter. Just finding this dude. I wish I remember what the character's name was. But, I'm gonna go and check on the chat soon, dudes, after I'm done coloring. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be really tough. Because now... Okay, so if I remember correctly... So we're gonna play around with this real quick. His eyes. Okay, cool, so... I got somewhat of an idea what his pupils are. Okay, I don't need to color his eyes because it's his back. So now let's color his eyes blue. Let me see. Yeah, so... But yeah, dudes, it's been a torment, because I know if you guys won't believe me, I thought maybe I would be the biggest Jack and Daxter fan ever, but these dudes that dedicate their life to like debugging the game and finding these secrets and stuff, like they beat me. I don't mind that at all. They legit beat me. The mere fact that they're huge Jack and Daxter fans, and literally take the time to break the game and just find these really cool stuff. I think I got it. Just need to delete this. Fortunately, Bob Rafei does not have a Twitter, which I wouldn't be surprised, because these dudes are pretty old. They're like what, maybe peaking at their 50s now, once they when they literally play this freaking video game. So it's like, I honestly do not blame them if they do not have social media. But the co-founders, they do have social medias. Oop, I stretched that out too much. Let me go and turn off line art. So that way, I think I like this blue, honestly. I'm just playing around with the gradients on my end because of these pencil sketches. Let me check on the chat. Let's see. I actually kind of like PS All Stars. I enjoyed playing Parappa and Cold Grab. There's like the characters were good. It's just, I don't know. It had so much potential. I just hope that I don't know. That game had so much potential, All Stars, because literally we had our own Smash version of PlayStation. Let me see. Nicholas Mueller says, I miss fun platform games like Jack. Yeah, dude. Actually, 2014 was literally the biggest year for like 3D platform games in the indie scenes. You got Ukulele. Oh my gosh, what was the other one? The reason why I would know this because I was totally into video games. I was a diehard trying to develop my own games at the time. I mean, literally, Jack and Daxter was literally the reason why I started like, making my own video games. And then once I realized 3D was a pain in the butt, due to this famous word called frame rates. I remember I did like a fun, a 3D game test at this open world stuff, and every time I move, the frame rate would drop from 50 to 10. Literally, the frame rate would drop to 50 and then drop to 10 frame rates per second. So I'm like, oh god, yeah, no, I hate 3D. 2D, no problem. 2D is excellent. Hey Ichthus, I just got an idea. But first, which of your gators has the most trouble with one-liners? Oh, that's kind of tough. Gosh, Nick, not Nick. Gosh, Neo, you got me on the spot. Cause I mean, honestly, dude, I mean these are like pro wrestling gators, so they technically have to learn how to smack talk and stuff. But what would they have a most hard time with one-liners? Ooh, that's a good question. I would think Rob. I think Rob would have a hard time thinking of one-liners because he's a character that's developing his craft with professional wrestling. So I think Rob would be the one to have a hard time with one-liners. So yeah, no, thank you, Neo. That's an awesome question. Thanks for asking. If you guys do not know what Neo is, but you guys that are totally excellent know what the Gators are. I am working on an indie comic called Pro Wrestling Gators. It's these four brothers that live in the Florida Everglades swamp, and next to them is this abandoned, excuse me, this abandoned pro wrestling school where this dude Sandy was going to be this main eventer in this big wrestling company, but due to his career-ending neck injury, he was forced to retirement, so he could no longer wrestle ever again because of his neck injury. So because of that, you know, um, I wish I could tell you more, but in the story, you'll know why he has his own school and stuff. But other than that, and also what got him back into professional wrestling, which is the most important part. But yeah, man, I'm in development with my comic. I even had Peter A. DeLuca, aka Pad. He helped me out with like paneling and stuff because it's my first comic, and just like he showed me how to do paneling and thumbnailing when I was reading the script to him, and literally it was like gonna be an 8-page comic when me and Cassidy Blonde. Yeah, Cassidy Blonde was the dude who did the script for Pro Wrestling Gators, and I'm gonna save my progress. Sorry, dudes, because my laptop keeps popping up with stupidness. Um, so yeah, so my writer Cassidy Blonde, is gonna be. I was able to get at least 8 pages within the story, so that way you got an idea of the theme of the story, the origin, and thanks to Peter, aka Pad, he helped me out with it. Like literally, like he broke down his knowledge because he did indie comics around the 2000s, and he told me in his input and his critique, he literally broke down from 8 pages, and he literally made 20 pages. So it's literally like a complete comic right there. And I'm thinking of making it into an ash. Like literally, when he broke it down, and me and him discussed amongst each other. This is going to be an ash can. So it's going to be something for you guys to read, and I would love to hear your critique and what you think of it. Like I do not like my thought process for this ash can is I don't want to know whether it's good or not. I just want to know if the story that me and Cassie have made at the time, if it makes sense, if the story beat was good, and everything, just for the sake of input, because everything I put into that story, it's been, God, I think 2 years now, so a lot has changed of my thought process with the Gators, and I have have goals, and I want to make some short stories with the Gators, kind of like how the creator for oh my God, what's that freaking comic name? Oh man, I can't believe I forgot. Literally on the top. Hellboy, the creator for Hellboy, making his short stories and stuff. I do want to make 24-page book. Don't no doubt about that. Oh shoot, why? What was there like another? Well, that's a bandana, so I'll leave that alone. Yeah, that's a bandana. So yeah, I do have plans for the Gators. See, I was going to do a bit where several characters attempt to fill in for Riserman, so I thought it'd be fun to see one of the Pro Wrestling Gators try to do a Riserman intro. Oh my god, dude! I would love it, man. Yeah, most definitely, dude. Yeah, Neo, I will send you like character sheets and stuff of of Rob, because Rob is a big boy, so I think it'll be funny to see that. So yeah, dude, I would love to see him in your comic and just make it into like an Easter egg. So most definitely, Neo, I'll do some character sheets of Rob and everything, so that way your artist on his end, will translate it into his style. So yeah, I would love that, Neo. Thank you so much. All right, so how long has it been since I streamed? 33 minutes. And we have not gotten to the nitty gritty of it. That's what happens when you spend so much time on like skin and stuff. It's like, ugh. So we're gonna play around with soft tones. Actually, let me play with the paint bucket tool. Yeah, this is pretty much close to Jack right now with his costume design. Let me go in there really quick. So yeah, dudes, I'll be dropping some Jack and Daxter knowledge to you. Because dudes, I know so much. I know so much about Jack and Daxter. Literally among the years, and I get to finally at least talk about it on my channel. Just so that way, you got some extra goodness of content. But what I love about the Jack and Daxter series too, when I was a kid, the instruction manual was a poster, so you got to see Jack flying on the Zoomer, and I was so blown away. It's like, holy crap, man, that's something I've never seen before. It's like, an instruction manual that excuse me, that gives you the instructions, and it's also a poster, so you get to hang it on your wall. So that's literally what I did. I literally hang it on my door, and ever since then, man, like I just freaking love Jack and Dexter. I don't know where the heck I got. I don't know where the heck I left the poster at that time. But dudes, if I come across it again, I am so gonna put it in my studio. The Jack and Daxter literally is my all-time favorite PlayStation series. When I played the remastered, I got 100% on. Yeah, I got like 100% on the remastered, so it was pretty awesome. And
Can I come in?
Alright, dudes, sorry about that. Yo, we got Skull Diamond 94. Hi, Total Excellence. Yo, what is up, Skull Diamond, dude? How are you, dude? I'm doing excellent as always, dude. How about you, Diamond? Yes. Yeah, dude, I am excited for your comic, and seeing your gosh dang it. I'm just all over the place. I'm super excited for you, dude, just seeing your piece for Trial by Fire, because he showed me, some cool peeps behind the scenes. I will be doing Trial by Fire, man, so I got to see your stuff, so I'm pretty excited for you, dude. Let's see, bam. Alrighty, now, okay, we're getting there, dudes, we're getting there. We're close. We're close to the finish line, guys. I just need to color. Ooh, I forgot to color this one. I forgot to color his back. Let's see. Let me color his back real quick, dudes. That. Oh, come on. Weirdly enough, what was it? I don't know. The Clip Studios like lasso tools sometimes like like it cancels itself whenever I'm trying to draw. Just trying to crop. Okay. That's okay. Cool. Okay. Now. Bam. That. Skull Diamond 94 says, I'm great. Did some inking for AKA Pad. Oh, awesome, dude. Yeah, dude, I finally finished my illustration for, I finished doing my pinup for Peter. It's a crossover pinup, so, that's all I can say, dudes. It's a crossover pinup. That's all I can say. I won't say what it is, but it's a crossover pinup. So me and Peter's one of me and Peter's characters. That's all I can say. Skull Diamond 94 says, and I'm also messing with some apps that can help develop a trailer for my book. Oh, awesome, dude! Most definitely, man. What apps are you using to help you go out with your trailers? If you don't mind asking, if you don't mind sharing your secrets. What else? What else is left? Okay, left some whites here. It's kind of weird, but whatever. I'll make the little fixes. Turn off line art. Bam. Cool beans. Alright, now, the fun part, I'm going to color everything brown. So, color my thing really quick. See how the brown looks when I color it in with Bob Rafei's. Okay, not bad. It's exact brown. Yeah, this is actually great. Perfect. Yeah, so now as a colorist, it's my colors versus Bob's pencils. So this is going to be fun. go. Take that out. So let me see. What other Jack and Daxter facts can I give you, dudes? Because I am such a huge nerd with that series. It's not even funny. Like, it's like literally that's the only game I love out of all the PlayStation. Basically, the big three, which was Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and Ratchet and Clank. Honestly, Jack and Daxter to me as a platformer is number one on my book. Second is Sly Cooper, and third, like hard third, it was Ratchet and Clank. And I'm not saying that Ratchet and Clank wasn't fun. I enjoyed playing it, but I don't know. There was just something for me that I don't know. It was weird. It's like one of those big games where it did not click for me. I honestly do not know why I did not like that game. It's like I honestly, if you tell me why, I would honestly not know the answer. I don't know if maybe it's because I don't honestly understand the world that's of like the world of Ratchet and Clank. I don't know honestly why I couldn't make the two, but I'm not much into Ratchet and Clank. I'll cover this. And even how Naughty Dog was found, it was founded by Jason Rubin and Andy Gavin. Jason was uh, Jason was the artist, and Andy Gavin was a programmer. And how they found each other was from Hebrew school, and all they could talk about was games. And yeah, man, it's insane how. And Andy is like the most talent. I was just so blown away how these guys were able to like start making games at such a young age. Like we're talking about 17 and 16-year-olds making video games, and they were making games out of the Apple II computer. And it was possible making games at the Apple II computer because it was so damn powerful at the time. Alright. Now, go color that. So I'm going to love when I color this is that, I know they had limitations back then when they were making this, but at least now I can play around with digital coloring and just put more details and emphasis on this character here. And, I want to do as much as I can to get this done. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Let me see. Trying to zoom in just to make sure I got every single pixel of this pencil art. Who knows? I could honestly just do it like it's a piece of cell shading. Like I can just, if I literally do it exactly how Bob's work was done, I could honestly just take out the pencil work and just work it out under just the flats. Just keep it like cell shade. Wouldn't that be cool, dudes? So we're just getting all the stuff because everything there is brown on Jack's attire here. You know, last month of March 15th, either March 14th or 15th, was, I believe, the 15th anniversary of Daxter from the PSP game. And honestly, it because of Daxter game, it was the reason why I even got a PSP. Literally, that's it. I don't know if it ever happens to you dudes. Like if you bought a console for that one game that just sold you on it, and if there was, dudes, what was the game that made you like, okay, you know what? I wasn't really interested in this console, but because of this game, like now I gotta get it. Oh, and also too, not only Daxter, but also the freaking Kingdom Hearts game, which I'm so pissed that I never got. I don't know what the heck was my freaking attention span at the time, man. Another one was Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep was another one that persuaded me to get it. But I think Daxter came out first around that time, as I believe. Yeah, it did. So that was another reason why I want to get the PSP. Dun-dun. Yep, I believe I got. No, I don't have everything. I gotta get his belt. The book bag, I might make it a little bit more of a lighter brown. I'll try to make it as light as I can because the brown I have is pretty light. So we'll see. Let me check on the chat really quick, dude. See how y'all be doing. Yes, our production says, "Oh, a crossover pinup, eh? Can't wait to see this." Yeah, dude. I went above and beyond. I'm telling you, dudes, it's just line art. I inked the crap out of it. I even bought like some digital inks I got from QBrush. So, oh man, you guys, I hope you guys love it because I put so much love and a lot of details into that pinup that I'm just waiting for Peter's end because it's gonna be it's just gonna be line art. I'm not gonna color it because I honestly don't know I don't know what to color my gators honestly at this time. But when I do, then I might color it. But I think the line art that I made for it is pretty awesome, at least for my perspective. I just hope Peter likes it. Skull Diamond 94. Okay, he's answering my question about what apps and editing software he's using. He says Motion Lab and DaVinci Resolve plus Video Shop. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, even Neo agrees too. Interesting. Let me see. I've always loved Ratchet and Clank growing up in the PS2 era. The third game is my favorite of the three. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what was the third game. I think it was Up Your Arsenal, right? The third game was Up Your Arsenal, because I got that too. I literally was not into Ratchet and Clank series. I literally skipped the one that I literally skipped the games. I never got into chronological order. I think because at the time it was teen, so my mom was super strict of me playing games. Like, if it's not an E game, that's it. I'm screwed. I can't play any teen games. When Jak and Daxter 2 came out and it was rated teen, I was so sad and disappointed. I'm like, oh man. It's like I was so excited for Jak 2 of like his new look. It's like Jak is an adult now. He has his new transformation. I remember I was in Toys R Us in the video game section when when I saw the magazine cover. I'm like, what? I was my little freaking like what 11-year-old brain was blown away by this. I don't know if it was either 10 or 11 at that time, but my kid brain was blown away. I'm like, what? There's a sequel for Jak and Daxter? It's like, duh, 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 duh. It's like, but once I saw the teen rating, I'm like, oh, that was the end, boys and girls. I could not play the sequel games till, your boy is hit puberty. But I played the Ratchet and Clank game. I played the fourth one. I played Deadlock. Deadlock, I love. I love freaking Deadlock so much, because I love the mere fact that it was edgy at that time, especially like how it was how they set up the maps and stuff, and it's so constrained. I loved it. Let me see. Neostar Production says you could always make a sort of homage to Jak and Daxter. After all, even the TMNT have been sent to an alien planet more than once. Yeah, actually, I do have an idea for somewhat of a homage type of story that was literally the main an inspiration of Jak and Daxter. I even at that time I was gonna make a platformer game based off of Jak and Daxter. But my own ideas and stuff. So just keep your eyes on that, dudes, because I have so much ideas, but so little time. Sadly, I never got around to playing Daxter. Oh my gosh, dude, Daxter is so good, man. Basically, the game is based off around the time gap within the 2 years of It basically answered the question of why it took Daxter 2 years to finally rescue Jak, and that's basically what the Daxter game is all about. And what's funny too is he gets to do these side gigs and all this stuff. Like he works in a bug killing company, and oh man, that game was so much fun. But the mini games was so great with all these little oh my god, these references. My favorite one was the minigame of Daxter was the Neo game. It was literally the Matrix. Dude, if you watch the freaking the minigame of Daxter with the Matrix, oh my gosh, dude, that was a blast. Oh my gosh, man. That was so funny. I'm just thinking of the animation sequence right now. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is pretty good. Aqua is the best girl. Yeah, man. Aqua has a huge role in the third game. Huge. Let me see. Neostar Protection says, hell, that was the first time Jak could talk. Yes! Dude! There was another funny reason why Jak was mute in that freaking game. You could thank Jason Rubin for making that freaking decision. I totally... Oh, man, that was weird, too. It's I was kind of, confused when I played the Jak and Daxter series. I'm like, why isn't Jak talking? It's the only thing you could hear him talk or speak was, his moans and grunts. That's it. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna, well, I kind of did. I kind of, did my part. Just, wrong way. Just try to voice Jak's voice. Yeah, there was a reason too. There was a reason why Jak didn't talk in the game, and Again, everything goes back to the creators and the founders of Naughty Dog. Jason Rubin, he wanted Jack to be mute, and the reason why he wanted him to be mute was because he felt like he does not want the players to disconnect with Jack. Because let's say if he says something that maybe the player wouldn't agree on, or if he told a bad joke, like that's it, like that's a bad joke, I want to disconnect to that character. Yeah, so that's why, and everyone agreed. And the only reason why they agreed was because with Daxter, who was the sidekick, like he got to talk whatever the crap he wanted to talk. And I remember I hated Daxter so much. I mean, so much. Because I died so many times in the Jack and Daxter game that I was like, oh my god, I just want this guy to shut up. That was like literally my only disconnect with the game was because Daxter, like I died too many times in that game and I would get so pissed. Oh, so pissed. Hell, I'd even go even more further. Okay, you see there? There was no pencil shading going on there. So I might grab color here. Just to, Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Get rid of that. There you go. See? Bam. Magic of the color picker. Hell, I think I might even have to recolor this because it does not equal to... Like, you could tell from Bob's penciling, like, he started, like, getting a little bit lighter once he started doing this one. So, turn off the... Look at that, dudes. Like, look at that. Oh, I forgot to color the goggles, but you could tell, dudes. Like, right there. We could make this... God, this looks so awesome. Alright, so, do that. Let me turn this on. Okay, that's way... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to attempt it anymore. Forget it. I ain't going to attempt it. It's like, that already solved my problem. Like, okay, I'm not going to attempt it. Okay, that's going to be brown. So, yeah, so that was the reason why Jack didn't talk, was that he felt like the player was going to be disconnected. And also, they already have another character that's going to talk a lot. So... But I mean, at the same time, man, it's like Kira likes Jack. Okay, there was some love tension going on, but they were teenagers and stuff. But how the heck is Jack gonna say anything if all he did was just smile? Oh my god, just thinking of that now, I remember the ads. I remember the ads for Jack and Daxter got me so excited for the game as well. Literally, the ad that literally that took me back, like I'm thinking of it right now, was the part where like there's Jack and Daxter, and then they're at this spa, and there are these freaking hot chicks. There are these hot chicks that Daxter's just trying to make a move, and pretty much the chicks were walking up, and they look like, oh, they're interested in Daxter, right? Oh no, they were totally into Jack, dude. The girls were like making their moves to Jack. Mind you, the guy is mute. How could he say anything? It's like, God, what? Oh man, I just love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. All right, let's color this. See that I'm using the paint bucket tool, but you could tell it's having a hard time catching everything because of Bob's pencils, I gotta use the lasso tool to catch everything. So it's gonna be a little bit of a slower process, but it's gonna be quite rewarding in the end. Like, literally, if I I'm gonna turn this off. It's like, look at that. It's freaking awesome. Literally cell shading. I won't lie, I had a goggle phase myself when I was younger. Dude, I was surprised I didn't have a goggle phase when I played that game, dude. I freaking love Jak and Daxter so much, man. I remember that commercial. Dude, that commercial was my all-time favorite. I'm like, oh my god. It's freaking genius marketing. Okay, so I think we will paint. Oh, fudge me. I missed his foot. Gosh dang it. I missed his foot, dudes. Forgive me. Forgive me, precursors, for missing Jack's foot. There we go. It's colored now. The planet is saved. Can you tell I'm dramatic? Because I can be a little bit dramatic sometimes, just for funsies. Oh, flip. I forgot to freaking color his backpack. You can tell from the cell shading, just the flats, the color is pretty light. See, bam, bam. All right, cool. Let me make his backpack a little bit lighter. See if I can find. Let's try this. Is it all in the same flat layer? I think so. Yeah, there's no way. There is no way I'm gonna get away with that. So let's try this. Okay. Oops. Let me go and do that. Oh god, no. That kind of backfired. Oh god, it looked like, I don't know. It looks like it's like a rundown freaking book bag. Okay, we're getting there. I mean, god. Okay, we're getting close. Because I want the book bag to stand out. Let me see if I make it darker. Okay. It's not that bad, actually. Because I honestly wanted it to stand out, but I think... God, freaking... See, this is the struggles the colorists have to go through. Let me see. Okay. Let's just play around with the coloring. I swear, is it the same freaking color? Let me turn off. Yeah, it's the same freaking color. God, you dang it, Nicholas. Alright, we'll just make it to that dark brown so it stands out more. Ichthus, my man, when your game is that good, you don't need to say anything to impress the ladies. Aw, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's the quote of the commercial. Legit, dude. Oh man, thank you, Neo, for sharing that awesome quote. Now we'll just swap from game to comics, because the comic books bring the ladies. Go. The ladies bring the If your comic book is that good, dudes, you don't need to explain it to the ladies. Alright, so now we're gonna color the metal. I think the thing I'm gonna have most hard time with is gonna be the pants. Well, not the pants, but the clothing. I remember I watched one of these YouTube channels that are literally dedicated to Jak and Daxter. I'm not even kidding you, okay? We're talking about a 20-year-old game, right? That will be in November. In literally the month of November will be a 20-year-old game. Oh, God, I feel so old. God, 20-year-old. This game is 20 years old, guys. God. But, yeah, so... God, I lost train of thought after, like, I was blown away. I'm like, oh, God. But, yeah, so, okay, now I remember what I was going to say. So, yeah, so in the Jak and Daxter Design Bible, I will make sure I put it down in the description below, dudes. So when you look back on this, you'll be like, oh, hey, this is what this was talking about. So, in the Design Bible... they really thought this through. Like, the ring in the center of Jak's chest and his shoulder pad and his and on his arm. So in the Design Bible, so for the shoulder and for the arm pad, that is for Daxter whenever he climbs up on Jak, is so that way Jak doesn't get scratched up with Daxter's claws. So that's the reason why Jak has his shoulder pad and his arm pad was to protect him from Daxter's claws. And I'm like, holy crap, man. They really thought this through. Everything has a meaning with Jak's character design and his clothing. Like, his clothing has meaning, which is pretty dope. It's like, that's pretty deep stuff. Now we're going to talk about Jak's... metal chest, okay? So pretty much within, I believe they're trying to, within Jak's metal ring on his chest was gonna glow. It was supposed to glow every time he collects the eco, like the red eco, yellow, blue, all that fun stuff, right? And pretty much. Sorry, dudes. Trying to do this while coloring, but his chest was supposed to glow because of the ring. The ring collects like the power source of the eco, so his chest within the game was supposed to glow, but I guess they weren't able to do it. I don't know, maybe because of time constraints or like they couldn't do it. But his chest in the game was supposed to glow whenever he collects the eco. So that to me was pretty cool. I wish that could have been a reality, but unfortunately it's not due to the limitations. Maybe hopefully when they remake the game, I don't know when, but who knows? Maybe they remake the game, they might look into the design Bible and be like, okay, look, they're not able to do this, so let's do that. Okay. Put the metal between his feet. Okay, so let's see how it looks with the metal. Okay, not bad. Let's switch it up with this other color. Let's see how this. Oh man, actually it looks way better. Huh, not bad. That looks way better actually. I like that color more. Let me see. Yeah, no, I like this color more. It looks more metallic. Oh, you know what? Excuse me. Now I gotta put metal. Okay, so I think around his goggles, they're actually metal. Yeah, they are metal. So we're gonna do that. Now that we got an official color for it, this is gonna be metal here, here. Yeah, remember the inside of his goggles are red. So we'll make sure that's gonna be red when we color that bad boy in. It's gonna be metal here. There we go. Okay, let me save my progress. Okay, what else should I do next? I think I gotta cover the bandages is what I gotta do next. Alright, so for the bandages, it's gotta be, because I remember they tried to like make it like yellowish kind of thing. Let me see. So let's try this color here. Not exactly. Let me see. I think this would be close enough to bandages. Because if I literally turn this off, alright. Okay, let me go and use the lasso tool. Color his bandages. Turn this off. Try to complete the circle. Put this bandage there. I really like this color, honestly. I think it just captured it. Because, I mean, it makes sense being it this color, because, again, this dude is always out. He's around the beach area, so he's catching some sun. So his bandages would, at some point, is going to lose color. Oh, shoot, I forgot to color the brown around his gi. So I will color the gi really quick. I'm looking at the concept art too. Not the concept art, but the official colors for it. And it's a little bit lighter. Like between his feet, I thought it was metal, but actually it's bandages. But I swear in the game, they actually turned to metal. Which it would make sense, because I mean, he's going to be on the ground running around. So it would make sense if he's wearing some metal, I get. Then again, if he's outdoors, again, if he's in the beach area and it's sunny, his freaking feet are gonna burn. So, yeah, I think I was wrong on my part making it metal. But you know what? It's all good. Gotta think these things through, dudes. So that way you don't torture your character. So we'll do that. What am I doing? Hold up. I don't need to select blasphemy. I could just do that. Just, you know, that make my life so hard. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even freaking color. Gosh dang it. Go. Damn. See? Okay, let me go and color this in. Anything else that looks like? See with the line art. Yeah, looks like I didn't got everything, so we'll just make little tight catches here. Ooh, let me go and get those really quick. Bam. Alright, cool beans. Man, I'm seeing so much of all the little things I missed when I was coloring. But that's fine. We'll make those fixes now. So let's go and color this. Alright, cool. Use the power of the lasso tool. Alright, so there's a few things I've missed, like this. Ooh, that one's a big one. That gap there, gotta fix that. What else? Huh. Oop, that's not it. That was not the color I wanted. It's this one. Oh, jeez. Alright. And what else? Oh man, I gotta color this too. And that. Actually, all of this. What else to do next? That's gonna be red. That's gonna be red here. Excuse me, dudes. Ooh, there's a huge. Oh my gosh! Wow. How the heck did I mess that up? There's huge gaps that I don't know how the heck I missed it. I was literally just doing this. Whatever. Little things like this, you gotta make sure you got all of that. Because now I'm just, excuse me, I'm just doing double now. I'm just working twice than I should be. Go and color his bandages here. Here and here. Bam. Okay, cool beans. Guys, bandages. What's left? What the heck? Why was this colors mixed up? Oh, shoot. Okay, that's a big problem. Okay, no. Bam. There we go. That was weird. I don't know why the heck it changed colors, but it did. Oh, we fixed it. I think we're good with the flats. Alright. I'm looking at the old, the completed colors, and Jack is a little bit more tanned, which would make sense. Excuse me. It wouldn't make sense since, you know, he's out in a island, which is like a beach area. We'll try to get his skin tone. That was literally like my biggest struggle since the beginning was getting his skin tone right. So let's try this color. Actually, yeah, no, it's definitely not that one. Trying to make sure I get it right. Let me see if my other color palettes, I might catch it. Let's try this color. So now we're back to where we started from square one, the skin tone. Okay, we're getting there. I think I got it. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, I got everything. Oh, man, that's bad. Something you do not want is your colors blending in. I think we got the color. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, I really like this color. So, do that now. Oh, no. Gosh, dang. God. Now you're telling me it's... Oh, God. No freaking way, dude. Oh, man. Oh, God. This is heartbreaking, guys. That is... Okay, so if I turn the line art on, I'll get all my colors. So if I have the line art turned on... Oh, thank God. Okay, good. So if I have the line art... If I leave the line art on, then it's going to register everything. Thank God. Dudes, that was so scary. Let me see. Neostar Productions says, you know, I realized something that when I drew Riserman fighting Kirby, Riserman's black and white color scheme was way off. Oh, really? How was his color scheme was gonna look if he was black and white? I'm curious. Yeah, so I mean, Daka's gonna be tanned. Would make sense. You know, he's out in the sun. I love the color too. Really got a good color in my color scheme. I think this is yeah, my 90s colors. How appropriate, 90s color sets. I might have got it from like maybe a Rob Liefeld comic or something. Let's see. Here we go. Use a lasso tool. Just start playing around. Go. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. All of a sudden, I don't know why. Okay. Let's see. Oh God. Gosh dang, why is it? God, that's awful. All my hard work is being collisioned. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is totally, now it looks a lot like Jack. Now this is Jack. Excuse me, guys. That was a close one. Yeah, man, that was such a freaking stress. It's like literally all my freaking, like, every time I use a paint bucket tool, it merges with all the other colors. God, that is, oof, that was brutal. There's mostly just shade of gray. There wasn't a lot of visual contrast with the black and white Riser Man. Oh, okay. Gotcha, buddy. Yeah, man, that was pretty stressful. I'll tell you that. But we're good now. You know what? Let me think of a good background color too. It's like, look at that. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, let me go in. Go and get this blue, right? And I'm going to use the color wheel. And see what would the color wheel give me for background for Jack. Excuse me. Okay. Let's look into some complementary colors. Let's get this color here, right? Okay, why can't I change colors? Oh, that's right, because it's not part. Okay, so do that really quick. Bam. Let's see how Jack looks. Alright, so there's some parts I forgot to color. I forgot to color the metal here. I believe this one is another red. I could be wrong. But for now, let's color this in. It's going to be another gray. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Did I color it? Oh yeah, I colored that in wrong. Put it in the wrong layer. Okay, don't worry, I'll make that fix. What else? Oh, I miscolored his damn, I missed his ears. I miss his ears. Alright, we're gonna do that now. Okay, let me turn up the line art, get his colors. Let me see. Hopefully. Okay, good. It did not merge with his hair. Because if it merges hair, man, I will get so mad. Okay, now let's color his eyes. Well, let me tell you how I even came across with Jack and Daxter, right? How did Ichthus finally get to play Jack and Daxter, right? So literally Jack and Daxter is the reason why I even rented video games now is because thanks to it. So excuse me. So I went to a video rental store, right? You may remember it as Hollywood Videos, right? We had a Blockbuster, but Blockbuster's rental thing was pretty expensive, I believe, on my mom's end, or she might not like Blockbuster. Who knows, right? So we went to Hollywood Video, and I looked, and I got so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Jack and Daxter is on the rentals, and you know, everything, right?" So I asked my mom if I could rent the game. At first, she was totally against me renting games, but after begging so much just to get it, she's like, "Okay, but you can't rent any, can't rent any movies." I'm like, "Okay, fine." To me, that's fine. I did not care. As long as I could play Jack and Daxter, I will be a happy kid. So I got the game. I put it in, and funny thing is, when I started playing the game, it did not play English. I remember it did not play English. I think it either played Spanish or Portuguese. One of the two. I was like, wait, what the heck? So it was the first time I was blown away that, this game has different languages. So I literally, I was kind of like nervous. It's like, what the heck? It's like, what am I gonna do? It's like I was a freaking 8-year-old. It's like, what the heck am I gonna do? Until like, I played it how it was. I played it with a different language, but like just playing it like did not change my mindset. And yeah, man. So until like after I was done, because we have like a week to rent it. After we returned it, I told my mom I want to play it again. So I grabbed the game again when I saw it like on display again. I grabbed it and my mom was like, "What? You already played it. It's like, get like another game or just get a movie." It's like, "No, I want this." I rented. Someone's like, "Okay, whatever." So I rented again. I rented that game like 4 times. So later on, I think maybe my third attempt, maybe my third or second time renting it, I looked through the options and I found where the languages was. So I changed it to English, and oh my god, what a difference. I can enjoy it as much as I want to now. Because I can actually understand what the frick they're talking about. So now we get to play my favorite part, and it's doing shadows. So we'll do multiply layer. And this one here, let's go more down here. Okay, now I'm going to use my handy dandy airbrush tool from my BFF, Trent Kanuga. He doesn't know that yet, but we're best friends because I bought his brushes. I'm kidding, guys. No, we're not. It'll be dope, but funny thing too is what was it? Trent Kanuka is a huge fan of the Jack and Daxter series. It's like he did his fan art of Jack, and he even said in the video like what he would do within the series and what direction he would like to make it. So it was pretty cool, man. I was it's like it made me like Trent even more because again, the dude he did work for World of Warcraft, okay, for Blizzard Entertainment. All right, I think you know you made it when you're working with Blizzard. So, yeah, so he did his fan and freaking his art for like for Jack looks so awesome. It's like you can literally look for it. I think that's honestly how I found Trent Kanuga. Now that I'm thinking back now, I think that's how I found Trent Kanuga was when he did his fan art for Jack and Daxter. How crazy is that? I just realized that now, because it always bothered me. Is like, man, like how did I find this person, right? I don't know if it ever like crossed your mind of like like trying to remember like what exactly got you started with some sort of thing or whatever. But now that I'm thinking back on it right now on the spot, I think that's how I discovered Trent Kanuga was his fan art for Jack and Daxter. How funny! That is crazy, dude. What a small world we live in. Let me see. Okay, so gotta turn this blue here. Turn off the line art. So that way. Okay. Oops, wrong color. It's this one. So I'll play around with the shading too, like with his pencils and stuff. I'll play around with the shading. Even his nails too. We'll put more shade on his nails. Like right here. Ooh, there's something here I missed. Oh gosh dang it, I just realized I put it in the wrong layer. Yep. Yep, I put it all in the wrong layer. Gosh dang it, guys. I am just out of it today. There you go. Oops, wrong. Same thing. Gosh dang it. Okay, so, alright, fix the problem. Alright, cool. And we got Gabriel Perez in the house. Ah, Jack and Daxter. That was a fun senior year for me. I think you're talking about the remastered series, right? Because I think in the remastered series is when it was your senior year. Jack 2 is like a PG version of GTA. Well, I won't say PG since they cuss. I would say a soft PG-13, like a soft teen game. GTA is, GTA. It's hard R. Before it was hard R. Let me see. I think I was playing Kingdom Hearts in Eureka 7, 1 and 2 at the time. Huh. Interesting. Well, now that'd be a fun subject for you two to bond over. Does that even have Daxter for the PSP? Lucky. Yeah, so I remember me and Gabriel we started talking about Daxter. I don't know, was it around when we were like talking to each other in high school, dude? Yeah, it has to be around high schools because I remember I would play Daxter whenever I'm off vacation on the summertime. So, go and play around with the shading here. So now it's time for me to shade Jack. I think I'll add some shading like his fingertips since it's like blending in more. Alright. Ooh, I missed his bandage. Oh man, I missed another bandage. Gosh dang it. Again, dudes, I'm working twice. Let me fix that really quick. Okay, boom. What else? This one here, this is the other bandage I missed. Boom. Boom. Right, turn on shadows. Oh, I totally mistranslate the color here. This is Jack's hair. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's see here. Alright, cool. We'll play around with this here. Add some shadows here. There we go. Let's add some shadows on his metal here. Light shading here. Let's see. Let me go and get this color really quick because because I airbrushed it. Bam. You see, I was shocked about his name reveal. Which one? Was it from the first game or later games? Jack's name. Oh, okay, yeah. I was blown away too. I was like, wait a minute. I never. Ever since then, man, that's when theories start coming. I think that's what was a great part about the game too. There was like so much theories going on with Jack and who he was, and his importance within the world of Jack and Daxter. Literally the precursors, honestly. Because the thing what's great about Jack and Daxter is that they weren't lazy of like, oh well, you know, their world is magic, you know, and let's see, and they did a really good job making sure that they weren't lazy. Like they literally put in thought of this world and this universe that they created. And actually, let's try that again with the shadows. Honestly, not satisfied with the color I have, but do that. Actually, put it back. Let's add some shadows here. And again, same rules apply. Let's put around his hands. Go here and here. Yeah, I missed a lot here. Let me go and turn off the shadows layers so that way you guys can see what the heck am I talking about. I want this to be perfect. Hey, you know, this stream is going to be longer than usual. Oh man, I forgot about the freaking bandages again. So, we'll make that fix right now. Turn off the flats layer. Use that color. Okay, am I missing anything else? No, I'm not. Well, I do got to color in his pants. His pants, that's part of his gi. I wonder how they even thought of the costume design too. I wonder what's the inspiration behind that. Because I love that. The costume design is very different. Again, it's Jack and Daxter is pretty a good mix. Like it's a high fantasy, sci-fi. I mean, yeah, it it lures more into the sci-fi layer a little bit, but it's more fantasy. Is I think that what they were trying to go for. But man, oh man. Oh shoot. Put in the wrong layer again. There we go. Then we're gonna go back to doing shadows. Then just do this. Some shadows there. Light shading here and there. There we go. Just gonna erase a little bit because I feel like I put too much around his shadows. More than it's needed to. Okay. Okay. Oh God, how the heck that happened? Okay. Now, some light brushes here and there. I gotta do some shadow work on his fingertips. Gosh dang it. How many times do I have to miss his fingers? Hold on, guys. It's like, how many times has it been? I have to repeat this process. There we go. Oops. Bam. Right, bam. Let me see. Alright, so now turn this off real quick. Then dive more deeper into this blue here. Add some shadows into under his key. Right? There's a zoom out so that way I'll have like a good idea. How is it looking so far? I'm doing too much or little or too little. Go and zoom in here. All the clothes here. Add some shadows. Okay. Okay. Just do some little light airbrushes here and there with this ghee. Okay, we're getting somewhere. See if we turn off his line art. Ooh. Alright. Let me see. Sorry, dudes. I was just checking my text messages and notifications. Let me see. Now. Just gonna go over here, right? And we're gonna add some shadows that pretty much Bob did. Oh, you know what? Actually, if you look here, where is it? There we go. You see Bob Rafei. So y'all know where you can find him. Hold on 1 second, dudes. Color in the shades. All right, awesome. Yeah, just making like little tiny fixes here and there because I feel like I did too much shadows. too dark. Okay. Now, let me see. Oh yeah, I was coloring the middle. The airbrush tool. So, use this one here. Now I can signify that you want it to be more darker. So we're going to do that. Some little light shades here and there. Then we'll play around with pencils, right? Put it like 50%. That way you can see that. That looks way better. Like you can barely see all these little pencil sketches and stuff. Yeah, so I put 50% on like his. Now I can see like what I hit, what I have not hit. Then we'll add some shadows into his hair. Okay, so let's go and add that here. Do some light touches. Very light, very light. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this would look if put 100%. So with 100%, you can tell. If I turn off line art, you can see what's shaded, what's not shaded. So let's see what it looks like in 80%. I'm just playing around with numbers here, dude. So okay, so you can tell it's a little bit lighter right now. I'll just stick it to the pencil work of Rafei. So now we're going to do the fun part, which is highlights. Okay, and then I'll play around with the color scheme to like, so we'll do like linear light. Okay, and this, right? See how this looks. If I enhance the lighting with his eyes. Okay, it does not look good. Okay, how about this color? Ooh, excuse me, dudes. Alright, let me go to my other color set. Because this color set, I have more. This one here, I could play around with it more. Okay, so go in. Just lighten it up. Alright, cool. Now the lighting. Let's try this light here. Let's see if I just turn this off for a minute, dudes. Then look into my color wheel, right? Just do like maybe this color. Then play around with the highlights. Oof, it's pretty rough what I'm doing with the highlights. Because again, it's me versus his pencil, so it's going to be kind of hard to lighten it. I wonder if I create another layer, right? We'll create another layer. Call it lighting. Okay, we'll call it lighting. Then we'll do screen for now, right? So we're just playing around with lights, right? Color dodge, add glow. Ooh, looks pretty cool. I think if we'll do some adding glow to the metal, right? Just to add some shine to it. There you go. Okay, so let's add some shine to it with the add glow. Let's do that. Okay, and then add glow here. And then glow here. Uh-oh. Oops. A little bit too much here. We'll play around with the airbrush. Okay, now back to that. Okay. to lighting for now, since I'm pretty much done adding some glow to his metal. Okay, now we'll do his hair. Let's see. What can we do to add some lighting to his hair? Let's try vivid lighting. See what can we get from that. Not that much. Soft light. Is there even a difference? A little bit, but not much. Overlay. Add glow. Oh my god. Add. Okay. Yeah, you could tell this is playing around like it's a light source. Color dodge. Let's glow dodge. Oh my god. You know what? What's this? Let's try glow dodge for the metal. Yeah, there is no difference. Whatever. But we're playing around with the hair. Color dodge. Lighten. Linear light. Oh god, no, that's more like burning. Color burn. Nope, that's not a winner for me. I think screen is pretty damn close to how a light source should look. Oh god, why did I do that? So I'll erase the lighting. Actually, okay, let's play around with the lighting source. If I can just turn everything off for a minute. Let's say if the lighting source was blue, right? I want to play around with blue lighting. See what happens. Okay, you see, the blue light source helps it look, makes it pop more. Let me see. I think it does not need lighting, honestly. What we do need is to add some glow to the background. So we'll do a glow dodge with this color in the background. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. Looks pretty dope, but it's not the how I want it to be. Oh god. that was pretty bad. Trying to find some good text. I just want to like give like a glow background to each of Jack's poses. I mean, I'll use the airbrush, but I just want to change it up a bit. See, what can I do? Oh wait, let's use splatter. Trying to find something. Let's see. Let's try this one. Oh yeah. Kind of like fun. Let's try this other splash. There we go. Okay, cool. Ooh, nice shine, pal. Thank you so much, Neo. Now I just like to experiment. Let me see. I'll just get rid of this. Actually, kind of like. Alright, actually, I don't see that like that. Okay. You know what? I just realized something. It kind of reminds me of like the glow whenever he gets the eco. Yeah, it's like the aura that he gets around. Oh my god! I just realized I just gave him like freaking yellow eco. That's so cool. Supposed to add some little sprays around here and there. You know, some little added effect to it. that way. Yeah, I think that looks better that way. Okay, let me lock that. Actually, let's see, what can I change it to? Do a connection right. Let's do brightness and contrast. Ooh, I like it how it's like so bold. So I'll take the boldness here. Now I'll convert it to new correction layer. Do a tone curve. And we're just going to play around with the tones. Play around. Okay, and then, turn it on and off. Okay, so I didn't like how I did with the tone curve. So I think hue is saturation is something that I honestly wanted the most. Okay, how about the saturation? Looks gross. Let's see, what was the one that kind of like helps you out with like, is it color balance? Yeah, this is color balance. So highlights, yellow is going to be that. Okay, no. Magenta. Cyan. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, so highlights I like. Now for main. Oh. Shadows. What does the shadows look like? Yeah, so it's, again, dudes, I'm just experimenting on my end. So let's see what's the difference. It's a little bit more brighter. This is much more bolder, so I'm pretty happy how this looks. Nisa Protector says, "You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow." Oh man. Let's see. Oh, no freaking wonder. I don't have my, I'm not using my airbrush tool. So I'm having a hard time erasing the shadow. There we go. Go back to my airbrush. On my way. Just making these little fixes here and there that I feel like I did too much of. Let me add some shadows to his pants. What the heck? Oh, no freaking wonder. I'm like, why ain't I coloring anything? Let's see. I'm on the wrong brush, which is weird because I swore I freaking selected airbrush. Whatever. It is fixed. Add some shadows here. Shadows here. Shadows here and here. Especially there. And here. Yeah, I think we're good for now, dudes. I'm pretty satisfied how this looks. Muscle power fully loaded. Be right back. Alright, dudes, I think I'm pretty satisfied how this looks. I think I'll end the stream there. Thank you to everybody that watched the stream. Switch back to me. Thank you, dudes, so much for watching this stream since beginning to end. You guys ooze of excellence, as always, guys. Remember, dudes, remember to stay excellent. God bless, guys. Have an awesome Sunday.